everyone, I'm Shaylin with Reedsy. So this week we're going to be talking about point of view, and in today's video we're going to be covering third-person omniscient. Third-person omniscient is a point of view where the narrator has access to every single character's thoughts, emotions, and feelings. The narrator is basically all-knowing and can see any part of the world and access any piece of information that they want. Third-person omniscient isn't a very common point of view in modern narratives, but it can be a really interesting point of view choice if used correctly and for the right story. So first of all, what are the benefits of this point of view? First of all is dramatic irony. With third-person omniscient, your narrator knows everything, so you can create quite a sense of dramatic irony if your reader knows more than your characters. In third-person omniscient, the narrator can also become a character of themselves and doesn't have to match the voice of the protagonist. In some third-person omniscient narratives, the narrator takes on a kind of persona or personality. This can be really helpful if you want to affect the tone of the narrative in a way that doesn't align with the characters. For example, if you want to write something satirical, but your characters are all very serious. You can change the tone through the narrator's view of the story without changing how the characters view their own story. And of course, with third-person omniscient, you have access to the entire world, so you can relay any information that you want. You're not limited to any one or any set of perspectives. You can go anywhere. And finally, third-person omniscience just has quite a sense of grandeur to it. Because the narrator is a somewhat godlike figure within the narrative and can really see anything, it can give the story a really huge scope. So what are some cases where it might be a good idea to try a third-person omniscient point of view? First of all would be if you want your narrator to have a persona without having them play a role in the narrative. Some examples of this would be The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak or The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Third-person omniscient can also create a very cinematic approach because you can zoom in and out of any location or any character's mind at any point. Finally would be if you want a narrator who's completely objective to the events of the story. The more closely your point of view is tied to a specific character, the more subjective it is. An omniscient narrator allows you to sit a little further back from the character. This can allow you to observe a character rather than being fully rooted in their experience. There are also a few reasons to consider why third-person omniscient might not be the best choice for your book. If not done well, omniscient narrators can get in the way of the character. The story could also risk becoming too cluttered or messy with information because of all the different perspectives. If you do decide to use omniscient point of view, here are some tips. First of all, don't break from the story too often for asides, even though you have the capability to do so. And similarly, don't switch the point of view too frequently just because you have the ability to. Although technically you could switch the point of view every single sentence, this can become really jarring quite quickly. You also don't want to reveal too much. Even though your narrator is all-knowing, your narrator still needs to exercise some restraint in order to keep up the suspense. And finally, remember show don't tell. With an omniscient narrator, it's especially tempting to fall into a habit of telling because you have so much information at your fingertips. This mode of storytelling really makes it quite easy to just reveal information at any moment. Try to remember the habits of show don't tell that you would use when writing in other point of views. So that's an introduction to third-person omniscient. If you want to revisit anything I said in this video, you can check out the blog post linked in the description. And remember to subscribe for the rest of the videos in the series and new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.